Hey, gun people, wanted to talk about a thing that's called spread fire. Give you my opinion on it. Not saying it's right, not saying it's 100%, not saying you shouldn't believe anybody else. Just my position. It's called different names, and what spread fire basically is I always teach, I've always taught and like teaching and still believe in a philosophy. You shoot twice when you pull your gun. You never shoot once. It's called a double tap. You draw and you double tap. Bang, bang, every time you shoot. So, and something bit me out here. I'm moving crap around. So when I've got 2 targets set up here. And I'm going to simulate 3 targets. So we're going to say the tree's a target. Let's say the tree's a bad guy. The guy standing next to it's a bad guy. And the plate over here that I shot once with a 45 and it broke it because it's a cheap target, my buddy didn't weld it right, is another bad guy. So we have 3 targets. That's Brad's welding job that failed. So what they used to teach is you draw your gun and you double tap. If there's a bad guy, there's a threat, you draw, bang, bang, double tap. Well then, tactic guys, and tactics are always changing and switching back and forth, but then they came out with, you know what? Instead of double tapping this guy and double tapping that guy, you should spread out and single tap, bang, put 1 round on the second guy, bang, put 1 round on the third guy, bang, and then come back and go bang, bang, bang. That way you get your double taps, but you don't waste time putting 2 over here without putting a round in the other 2 adversaries. So in theory, it sounded pretty good. In actuality, I don't care for it. And some people are still teaching it, and some people, oh, you got to do it, and you're wasting time, you're going to get killed. Then they came out with, well, and again it changed. Instead of going bang, bang, bang and coming back, bang, 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 they said, let's do this because we'll save 1/100 of a second by going bang, 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 bang. So now we're moving here and here still, where we were just going bang, 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 bang. Now, again, I taught my guys double tap your targets. It doesn't take that long. It's not that much better. I think when you're single tapping bang, you're moving bang, you're moving bang, you're changing that point of aim and you're screaming when you can do that. You have to do that twice when you could do it once by just double tapping. Bang, 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 bang. So, and then, then they came out with guys who are like, wait a minute. If you got 3 guys and one's got a 25 pistol, a little bitty bullet, one's got, or let's say a 22. He's got a 22 pistol and this guy has a 45 pistol. The 45's more of a threat than the 22, so you shoot him first. And then if the third guy has a rifle, he's more of a threat than the 2 guys with a pistol, so you shoot him first. So if the guy with the rifle's in the middle, you're going bang, 45, 22, back to 45. It's too, in a crisis situation, when fight or flight kicks in, it's too much to think about. If you train one way, double tap, every time you engage a target, that's the way you train, that's the way it's going to happen. And it doesn't make, I got a couple of mags and I'm going to shoot these targets. First I'm going to single tap them and then I'll come back and then I'll do the 3 things I described. And then I'll just double tap them all. And you tell me which one's faster. Now, I'm not so much going for accuracy. These are pretty small targets. So I may miss. If they were bodies, I'd be getting hits. I'm within 5 to 7 yards, believe me, I'd be getting hits. So I'm gonna shoot, like I said, that first drill. I'll double tap them all. Then I'm gonna come back and go bang, 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 bang. And then I'm gonna go bang, 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 bang. And then I'm gonna try to, I don't even know if I'm gonna screw it up because that's just too damn, it's crazy. It's just, you want simple reactions, you want mindset, you want muscle memory kicking in a crisis. You don't want complex decisions. Okay, I'm evaluating the threat, I'm evaluating the background, I'm evaluating whether or not I'm legal to shoot, I'm evaluating where my cover is, I'm evaluating what, now I gotta evaluate who has the biggest gun, who's got the worst gun, who am I gonna shoot first, who am I going second, who am I going third. I don't like it. Okay, there's still people that touch it. I'm sure the people that teach it will come here and go, oh, that's not right, you're not, if you train that way, it'll happen that way. It will not happen that way, it's too quick. The more scenarios and variables you add in to a high-risk situation, you create lag time, you create decision time. Remember, that lag time is recognizing a threat, formulating a plan, and then putting that plan in action. The more alternatives to that plan, the longer it takes to process all those, the longer it takes to enact one, and then to start imposing that one plan that you did. So when doing things, the KISS principle, keep it simple, stupid, you want small choices, easy, routine, reaction, muscle memory, draw fast, double tap, scan, and do your business. I don't like making it more complicated. Now, it looks cool when you're on the range, it sounds all technical, it's confusing, it takes a while. It's just one of those things that I think tactics kind of went array and kind of, you know, sometimes it goes so far, people are so wanting to change something to make it better that, are they really making it better or are they just adding stuff to do? Let me shoot these targets. So, I'm going to first give you a double tap on all three targets. This one, and that one. So I don't know how long that took. It didn't take that long. So, and this is a 45. Everybody's like, a 45 kicks too much. You should get an easier round because you can get your second round faster if it's a light round. Look, I'm not that big muscle bound guy, so it's not like I've got all these muscles controlling this 45. If you've got a good stance and you hold your gun right, 45 is not going to matter whether it's a 9mm or 40. If you train with it and you know it. Most people go to your smaller rounds for training purposes. They go to 9mm or 40 because it's easier on training. It's cheaper bullets because they're smaller, because they're less. So they go and they pick these rounds for training. I pick a round for survival because I don't care about training so much as when I'm in an incident, I want to make sure it works. So, you know, I've been shooting guns forever, so it doesn't matter really what gun I shoot. I've got a lot of principles down. If you're learning and it's a big gun and it distracts you, a lot of women like the 9mm, a lot of them like the 380. To me, if it encourages them to shoot, great, let them pick their gun. But for a crisis, life-death situation, I want the biggest bullet I can put on target. Right now, for me, that's a 45. I've seen it work and I like it, so I use a 45. So, you saw how fast it took me to put 2 on each. Now I'm going to do 1, 1, 1, come back and do 1, 1, 1 again. So how long did that take? Besides me not being able to get my damn gun out of this jacket and holster and crap. Did it take longer? Did it take shorter? I don't know. I mean, you're not talking about seconds. Now somebody's going to say, yeah, but that 1 second could save your life. Well, I guess it could. But I'm thinking when I get 2 rounds off pretty quick, I'm getting rounds off fast. So I'm putting rounds down range. I'm moving. I'm shooting. I don't think there's a big time difference. Now, where I just went 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, I'm going to do 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, and see if that's any faster. So, I don't know what the time is. Somebody's got a timer and do that. Now, I'm going to try and do the multi-complex. Center guy has a shotgun, this guy has a 45, and this guy has a 22. I'm out of rounds. Alright, so what you make your own decision. Look, I put out information. I try to give people things to think about. I like people that think. You know, on my horse channel, I tell people don't use your head for more than just a helmet holder. Use your head for more than a hat holder. You need to think things out, and in a crisis, are you really going to be able to start doing complex things? That's why when you're using this gun, if you notice when I'm loading around, I'm doing that to let the slide forward. A lot of people want to use a slide release and they go, and they let the slide forward like that. This is a fine motor skill. You lose that when your heart rate goes up 200 beats per second. When you're in a critical incident, you're fighting for your life, your heart rate goes up, you go into fight or flight, tunnel vision, auditory exclusion, blood pressure, all that goes up. You can't do this. You just can't. Your fingers, because remember, you lose dexterity in your fingers when your heart rate goes up. When you go into fight or flight, blood leaves your fingers, toes, digestive system, thinking complex thoughts. Blood rushes from all those and it goes to large muscle groups. So you can either run, fight, or flight. So this is a small muscle movement. This is a large muscle movement. I don't have to look for something small. It's large. I'm moving big parts of the body and I'm letting that slide forward. That's why I teach people when I train them, you don't use a slide release. When this slide locks to the rear and you slap in a new mag, you do a large muscle movement. This is the way you rack around, always. It becomes second nature. I don't have to think about it. If you do this on the range and start looking for that slide release and start getting the extended slide release so it's easier, you're still training for fine muscle movements. Just like when you're trying to evaluate guns and who's got what, you're 1 round here and 2 rounds. Those are complex thoughts. All that changes when you go into fight or flight. I'll put a link to the fight or flight. I've got some pictures where I talk about it. I go into depth about all the things that happen. If you're watching my videos, if you're a cop, if you've been in some training with fight or flight so you understand the journal of the mind and all that, then you'll figure it out. Whoa, man, I guess I'm yelling because I got these things in. The wind's blowing, I'm yelling, you guys are like, stop screaming at the camera. You're right in front of you, stop screaming, shut up. Alright, so that's, again, it's called spread fire. I've heard it called other terms, multiple targets, 1 round, don't double tap. With multiple targets, you should single tap and then come back for the double tap. It's explained in a lot of different ways. I personally, my opinion, don't come here hating on me. I don't know what the hell I'm talking about. Look, man, I've been training, I've been shooting. I know what I think works for me and what I've seen through my experience investigating gun shooting, officer-involved shooting, suspect shootings, all my life testifying, doing all the things that I did. This is how I grab my opinion. And as you get new information, your opinion should change. I haven't got any new information that changes my thought process on this. Matter of fact, the new information I have got has reaffirmed that it's too much complex thinking when you turn complex things into a fight or flight situation. Now, if you're a sniper and you're sitting on a hill 500 yards away and you're not in a fight for the life, when you pull that trigger, your heart rate goes up, your breathing rate goes up, and you have to control that and concentrate on your breathing and concentrating on centering your calm and all that other stuff when you're in a sniper, but you're not facing a life or death situation where a guy's right on top of you shooting back. In handgun conflicts, you're usually within arm's reach. You're in grabbing distance or lunging distance of the suspect. Most gunfights happen between 5 to 7 yards, very, very close. I'm not getting in a gunfight back here with some guy 5 feet behind that tree because he's too far away for my pistol to really be effective, and if he's that far away, I'm going to have a hard time justifying where was the immediate threat. Why was I afraid? Now, can I do that? Sure. If he's got a gun, he's shooting at that business, I'm going to engage. But most gunfights with pistols and handguns end up being in close proximity. We're talking very close, grabbing distance, lunging distance, very close. So I see people training in the range with a pistol. Well, I want my pistol sighted in at 50 yards. Well, you're never going to take a 50-yard shot. Now I know there's a couple incidents. There was a cop when I was in the Air Force that took one from a building on a bicycle, and he took a 50-yard shot and got a guy with a gun. It was far away. But he was at a secure position. He had a building he could use, so it was a supported stance. He had his pistol, and he made the shot. Okay, great. It's nice to be able to make that shot when you need to do it. But that's not my main purpose when I've got a gun where I'm going to end up using it. I'm going to end up using my gun more than likely 99% of the time within arm's reach or lunging distance. And things are going to happen very quickly, and there's going to be smoke, and I'm going to lose my peripheral vision because I'm going to go into fight or flight. My heart rate's going up, I'm losing dexterity, I'm losing complex thinking. The mind goes down to the primitive state of the mind, the small part that is very reactionary. Not a lot of thought. You die when you start thinking in a survival situation. You have to be on autopilot. That's why people who aren't trained and don't get muscle memory, when they get in a crisis, they go black panic in their black zone and they freeze. Because they don't have a plan, they haven't practiced, and they don't know what to do. And because they can't think of what to do, they can't formulate a plan, they can't formulate what to do, they end up freezing. That's a long lag time. And that lag time gives the bad guy a chance to shoot you, stab you, take you hostage, whatever he wants to do. So reaction, very quick. I'm a double tap guy. That's my position. Love it, like it, leave it. It's up to you. I'm just sharing it. Y'all have a good day.